Trying to do a makeup look today based off of the storyline game that I'm streaming called Conker's Bad Fur Day. Just bought a ring light. Trying to get used to its settings. It's bright as hell. I can't see anything. So I just want to put a disclaimer out there that I am no Jeffree Star. I am no James Charles, even though I have the James Charles palette. My skill level is novice at best, so I'm going to do my best as possible creating a look based off of the character Conker, more so on his color palette ness situation. So first thing I'm gonna do is, it doesn't make sense, however, try and do a whole makeup look without my glasses, because I'm blind as a bat without them. So I just have a little makeup wipe here. I like to start with my face completely clean, or I had washed it last night before bed, but your girl sweat a lot. So, oh, this is gonna be fun for me trying to read the comments. I can't even see. I can see the chat. Interessante. Cool. Alright. So, I mean, I got no viewers now, but, you know, we're gonna talk as if there's a million of y'all. So I'm just, like I said, I get the ears a little, get the ears a little bit underneath the chin line, you know. Gotta contour for the gods. Gotta cut the face. Alrighty. Trash. I need Q-tips. So I'm gonna be right back with these brief messages. No messages, but I'm just gonna go run and grab some Q-tips. Helps clean up or touch up, or sometimes I use it to apply certain things just because the makeup brushes might be too fat or what have you, or I'm just gonna wreck it. So I'll be right back. Got the Q-tips. I like to keep a stash, which I thought I had a lot of Q-tips in like a mason jar lid. Perfect size to just chill in there. But also keeps them somewhat clean in between just absolute use. So what do I want to start with? Let's start by cutting these eyebrows up, filling them in. So I will be grabbing a primer and base just to kind of like smear along the eyebrows only right now, because I like to do my face in sections. So what I use, actually, let's take a step back. We're gonna use some of this All Day Olay, knockoff, Equate. Compared to Olay, just saying, you know, your girl's on a budget. A little bit of a moisturizer, and this I'm gonna put all over my face. It kind of looks like sunscreen. I don't know if you can see that, or other things, but you know, we're not gonna go there. And just kind of rub it all around. Just want to grab one more thing. There we go. So, my face is moisturized. My hands feel like they got sunblock on them. Take my used makeup wipe and just wipe up my hands, just because if I leave this on my hands while I'm trying to like brush everything on, it'll just fall out of my hand. Now, if anyone who winds up watching this has ever played Rock Band with me, they'll understand what I'm talking about. Just all of a sudden, you know, just going on it with the drums, and then all of a sudden just ting, 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 blah, right out of my hand. Don't know how. So, now that my hands are clean, just gonna do a quick oh, cool. Alright, so got that done. Alright, primer. So I use this Maybelline Master Prime by Face Studio. It's a primer base that helps with blur, redness, and controls pigments. So as you can't tell right now, but if I ever rage on a stream, you're gonna be able to tell because I have rosacea, so I'm gonna look like an angry ginger if I can get away with saying that, but just like completely red and break out. So this helps keep the rosacea and the redness under control. So what I'm just gonna do is, this is what it is. Try and get it to a point where you can see it. But I mean, the general look. You can find this anywhere. This is like drugstore. Maybelline's everywhere. What's up, Kaiser? You just missed my red face comment. Now bear with me. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm going to try my best to read the chat as it pops up. I also have it on my TV, which kind of helps. It's a little bit bigger, but can't really see it. So I have the primer base on my hands, and I'm just going to smear it over my eyebrow. Just because when I go to fill in and cut this with some concealer, it's going to have a base or something to stick on. This is my very first makeup stream. Oi. This is my very first makeup stream too. I didn't think this was actually going to work, and I'm super excited to see how it goes. I have a lot on my hands. So this is going to be a lot. I'm just going up and above and just on the outside of my brow, just to make sure if I add anything or do just that part's covered. I'm not going to do my other eyebrow yet, just because I like to have it semi-fresh, and I just put way too much on my hands, to be honest. So that's that. We're scared together, for sure. As you'll notice, I'll stutter throughout the entirety of it, but you know, hey, what's a good laugh at my misery? So, going through my little Morphe Jeffree Star bag, I bought, my wife actually got me his brushes on release day as a gift because I was struggling at work and I wanted this, and I thought we didn't have it, but apparently we did, and wound up surprise taking me to an Ulta, and there was only 4 packages left, and they were like behind the counter, behind everything. For any of the viewers that are just chilling with me right now, if you want me to explain anything, I will do the best. I'm no makeup guru in the world of makeup and all that, but I can explain people or name drops and all that. Yeah, I do have the best wifey in the whole world. So what I'm going in with is Jeffree Star's brow pencil. This is the, again, I don't have my glasses. This is the JS7. So it's a brow pencil. It has a little like artist brush and a brow brush, And what I'm also using is another Maybelline product called Tattoo Studio 376. It's a tad dark. I don't know if you can see that. It's a tad dark for my hair color, but you can't really see it here, but once I start hacking away at my face, you'll see it. I'm glad to to be the one to pop your makeup stream, Cherry Kaiser. Oh, I put way too much. So I just put a little bit on the little brush head. Gotta figure out. I'm in front of the camera. It's just out of focus. A little brush head. If you think like if you're just painting a picture, it's practically the same feeling or application technique. But we're gonna try our best. I'm used to holding my mirror and not sitting with it so far on the table. Oh, that's bright. Alrighty, so just gonna kind of go in here. I like to start with drawing a line underneath to have that base. And if I don't get all my hairs in to the block, it's no big deal. I just cover them up with concealer. This is probably opposite end of the spectrum for everything that you do, Kaiser. Now the hardest part to get right is right here, at least for me. Ooh, yes. Woo. All right, so far so bad. My hand isn't so shaky. Oh, this is gonna look crazy for a second. Something I've learned in the many YouTube videos that I've watched is to brush up before you do the top line. Come at it from the top. And I like to just go light and then, woo! Alright, that was a close one. And now it looks weird. And then, so essentially I've traced my outline of my eyebrow, and then, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Just gonna try, brush it all up, and then brush it where I want it. I have a few things, just want to touch up. Ooh, not too bad, not too bad. I like to highlight this kink in my eyebrow just because I'm one of those weird people that, I mean, you can't really see it right now, but do like the whole rock look and just kink up one eyebrow. Not cooking anything, so there's nothing to smell. Horrible joke, but you know. Alright. Doesn't look too bad. I just have a spot. Alright. So that's one eyebrow done. Now next I usually go in with concealer, but I think I'm just going to prime and knock out the left side of my face. Probably with not as much primer as I put on before, because, you know, this shit adds up. Makeup freaks me out. People can turn into totally different people. Yeah, I would love to, once I've just started learning, so like, you know, this looks gonna be real rough at best. But, I would love to get into like special effects, so like, who knows, I could just be doing a stream and just make a gash on my face. That sounded weird. But, or, I don't know, not so much spooky, but like, people who like, I have a, an Instagrammer that I went to high school with, She's super big in the drag race community. As far as like she does her own podcast and like she's a really talented artist. She got big because she would draw things on her thigh and they would look like super real, and like she's a really talented artist. Her page is artist Jody Steele, or just Jody Steele at this point, I'm not sure. But she interviews a lot of the drag queens from Drag Race, and like she does a whole bunch of like illusion makeup, and I think it's really super cool. But she's also using other things other than makeup. Stuff that I don't got. So, it looks like I have a little bit not enough on here. And now, this is usually the side of my face that I just jack. Drag Race is... How do I explain Drag Race? So, think like American Idol, or kind of like, I don't know, they're all going to be American based, but I don't know, like Britain's Got Talent, or I don't know what the equivalent would be over there, but it's like, it's a contest show, reality show, that every year it's a little bit different. So sometimes it's like 14 drag queens show up. It's put on by RuPaul, who's a huge influence to the gay community and the drag race community, just because he is a fucking god, and gives drag queens a way to compete, and everyone really boosts their platform from the show. It's really fun, drama filled. Really, it's one of my favorite shows of all time. I love a lot of queens. I'm not gonna be showing everything. My wife, best wife, hashtag best wife ever, made me, one of my favorite queens of all time is Adore Delano, which was on American Idol and Drag Race, and we went to go see a drag show, like, or RuPaul's Drag Race style-esque show live here in Miami, and there was like all these stars, like Chad Michaels, which is like top Cher impersonator, performed in between the pageant. Oh, it's a beauty pageant. Adore Delano performed, which was fantastic. I have a story on that in a second. And Nina Bonina Brown, which is a huge, in her season, she was like a special effects. A lot of the things that she did, she added like to her face, and like was like prosthetic and like this and like that. So like one episode she turned her whole face into a peach, and like it was a lot, but she executed it really well. She looks really cool. I watch sometimes I'll watch her live streams while she's like doing her face similar to this, but it's usually on Instagram. So Adore Delano is fantastic. So while she was performing, she came down into the audience and was like working the floor, and I'm fine. I don't normally get starstruck, but when she got like less than 10 feet from me, I started like shaking, and I was like trying, like drag queens, you throw them money, tips, honey, to go through, to show your appreciation for the art. And I had a 20 in my hand because she's like my favorite of all time. Chad Michaels is like number one, like as far as like Chad Michaels is like professional, like clean cut, like super executed, super thought out looks. And then like Adore Delano is more of your drag queen rock star grunge look, just all around hotness. But she was less than 10 feet from me, and I was shaking, and my wife, I'm trying to video it because I'm trying to capture the moment, and my wife, she grabs my wife and starts dancing with her, and I was just losing my fucking shit the whole time. It was intense. I've gotten distracted telling my story. Okay, but your wife is just a woman, or also... This is also unknown territory for me. that you're pretty open-minded. And you mean you slay. I mean, I appreciate you hanging out with me. I'm not in transition. I'm just androgynous as hell. I've never really felt comfortable in anything really. So I'm Italian by my background. So my hair is like super thick and like floppy and like I just messed up my whole hair. But it's just like it was so much. And when I'm originally from New York, and when my family moved down to Florida, I literally took kindergarten scissors and chopped my hair off because it was so damn freaking hot. And I couldn't do it with the Florida humidity. And then like the second I did that, I started getting bullied real quick, real fast. I was getting bullied before I actually chopped my hair off, but because I was like new kid on the block, jumped in like halfway through the semester. But this eyebrow's like getting there, but not really. So I mean, with the aspect of I wear boyish clothing, like I'm kind of wearing cargo shorts right now. I'm not transitioning by any stretch of the imagination. I just kind of fall under like the androgynous category just because I don't like, I've worn dresses, like I've worn girly things, I've worn skirts, but like your girl don't feel comfortable in it. It is not, I don't know. I mess with a kilt, but like only because of its connotations. Alright, it's finally shaping up. But my wife is a beautiful Argentinian woman, and I'm absolutely haphazardly in love with her. She would never go into transition. She would never. I mean, the most I would probably do is just chop my chest off, but at this point, it's only if it's medically necessary. One's darker than the other, but bullies make me rage. Rage! Yeah, I got bullied my whole life, really. It's kind of hard. Androgynous is like me. So totally chick, like tomboy, played sports in high school, went through the whole rigmarole. I don't know, I just feel more more comfortable in boys' clothing, but like I am definitely female. It's actually kind of hard when I'm out doing my ride sharing gig because people like see a female name and they see my face and I'm kind of, you know, they just kind of assume my hair's back or something. And then when they get in the car, they're like, oh, hey sir, oh shit. And like they like lose their shit and like, oh, I'm so sorry, da da da. And I'm like, I'm so used to it. It doesn't bother me. But it's like gender fluid. It's just like, I like to play on both sides of as far as like fashion and makeup, and I look weird with just eyebrows. I don't know. Hopefully I did it justice. I don't feel like I did, but it's just, I don't know. I'm just more comfortable with whatever and just kind of going with it, going with the flow, going through the motions. Never heard of that word in my life. Googling. So awesome. It's awesome. Dudes' clothes are definitely cheaper than girls' clothes, that's for damn sure. Anytime the wife and I go shopping, it's usually, she's really good at finding deals and stuff, but I usually get away with a couple more items for the same price. Not all the time, because I'm kind of a name whore, and I like Calvin Klein and like other things like that. So what I'm looking for now is just a small brush, because I'm going to go in. Ooh, almost dropped everything. I'm going to go in. These are my bargain store brushes, just so that I have, some of these I have access, some of these are my wife's brushes, like this one, I think it's a Morphe brush, but it's just, it has a smaller, I wish my camera would focus, but it has a smaller tip, easier to go in with some finer details. So next, I'm gonna do with some concealer. Now I liked it in the stick form, which kind of looks like a lipstick. super hard to open for some reason. But it kind of looks like a lipstick, you know. But it's concealer, and boy does it, it has everything. So just kind of put a little bit on my brush. This is a Revlon Photo Ready Concealer in shade medium. I have an olive tone skin, so it's hard sometimes for me to, I'm not like full olive skin, but I'm also like super white, so like I sometimes, like, it's hard for me to go through and find a color that super matches, but you know, I kind of do a great job blending it. So this is essentially, I'm outlining my eyebrow. With concealer, and then I'm going to blend it a little bit so at least it looks, my Insta looks will look a little bit better because it looks like this is just out of focus, but I can't tell if that's the camera or me not having glasses on. So just kind of go under, just outline. And got some still. It's essentially like if you threw a white or a black outline on text and it just popped. So it looks cleaner. It looks like it's actually a grown eyebrow, not a bushy disaster that I have most of the time. Not bad, not bad. Just gonna throw a little bit right here. So now that that's around my eyebrow, I'm going to grab one of my Jeffree Star Morphe Beauty Blenders, one that doesn't have black makeup on it, and I just threw it right off the table. And this is what a beauty blender looks like. This is actually gonna help you, Kaiser. You know, terms, makeup for the missus, and just, you know, if she's into all that. Or at least you'd be like, oh, nice arch, or like, you know, throw a comment. So I'm just kind of blending so it looks a little bit more natural, but the concealer is still, it's still like right on the outline. I mean, I don't know. If she's like, you know, you guys are going out and like she's like doing her makeup or something, and you make like a cool comment, or like you kind of know what the hell she's doing, like bonus points, brownie points. I don't know what y'all call them over there. Bonus, extra EXP, extra ether, extend your health bar. So now it looks a little bit more as if it like a little bit more natural. I don't like to do a lot of high gloss looks, so I like the matte look, but it also like super exemplifies my pores. So now kind of just coming in and under with this. Totally drew that line, not on my freaking eyebrow. sex points? Probably. Definitely probably tickles the nether regions for her if you kind of like understand what she's doing. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how your relationship is. I mean, there's some girls who like really hate makeup and like really hate doing it, and they really only do it because it's the socially right thing to do. Like my mother-in-law can't leave the house without at least a little bit of eyeliner on, you know? Like, gotta have a little bit of a look. Don't even forget about it if you get the earrings. If you forget the earrings. So just kind of going around and down. Oh my god! Congrats! That's super cute. So what do you mean by close? Like, you guys are trying? Or like, she's preggers and she's about to have the baby? That's super cool! Congrats! You're gonna be a pretty cool dad. Are you scared? Are you nervous? You're like, I got this? I can't wait for the streams that you have and like, you're just like, woo! And then like, baby on your lap. It'd be super cool. Super cute. Start them off. Do you know, as I went through the whole androgynous thing, but do you know the gender? Did you say it and I'm blind and I just didn't see it? No, you just said baby. So far. Aw, super cool. Aw. I can't wait to see, like, once you post or if you decide to post anything. I understand if you don't for a little bit because, you know, it's baby. Baby. Mini Kaiser. Oh, shit. Dang, I got to know before the fam. That's interesting. Thank you. I feel special. All right. So, step 1 of many complete. No achievement unlocked because we don't really got anything going on here but eyebrows. So, next I'm going to do my eyelids, which is a different primer I use. It's Hard Candy eyeshadow primer. Looks like this. Get it behind my ring light. It's another primer. It's like if you, I don't know, woodworking, if you sanded down before you added an image. Haha, no. Family knows we were pregnant. Sex reveals 19 days away. That's super cool. I'm really happy for you. I think you make a great dad. In the little time that I've known you. So all I'm doing here, it's really hard to squeeze out of it, but so I got a little bit on my finger, and I'm gonna take one of my smaller brushes, like a smudger. No, not that one. Like, nope, that's not the one either. Where are you? I'll rock with this one. So I have a cool, cheapo, 5 and Below, which is like a dollar store little brush. It's cute. It's a little Macarena when I'm feeling myself. But, so it has a, do one of those Mua things. It's a square tip. It's soft. It's not a hard brush. So that way I'm not like just jabbing myself in the face. Just kind of start in the inner, work my way out. This just gives the makeup a layer of like tackiness to sit on. Can I ask one personal question? And it might be weird, but I don't mean it like that. Yeah, sure, go away. Ask away. Just kind of... Now, I just put... I probably need more, because that felt dry as hell. So I just put a little bit more, throw it on the brush, and just kind of meet where I had the primer, the other primer, this primer. I just kind of let them kind of mesh together, just in case I wind up going a little too high. Do the under. Now I kind of just cover from over here all the way across, and I'll go as far out as my tip, just so that way if I wind up changing my idea or whatever, I'm already primed in that area to keep going. How do I announce? I mean, I'm a chick, like, I mean, I'm not gonna get offended either way, so, I mean, I feel bad because, like, Gnomezilla, when she made my tweet, when I joined the OTSS fam, I didn't mean to correct her, I was just kind of, like, throwing it out there, but my profile picture... I have a chin line for the gods in that one. Was just feeling myself in that picture and just made it everything. But, I mean, my gender is female, but, I mean, I kind of play both sides of the spectrum here as far as, like, being, like, androgynous looks and whatnot. No, you're good, you're good. Don't worry. I appreciate you. I appreciate you even asking, like, for clarification. Alright, so now that my eyelid is primed, I also have no idea how long this is. Oh, great. 45 minutes and just my eyebrows and one eyelid primed. So next, get to play with some colors. So I'm doing the look based off of Conker. Wait, or is there another word that you have to use? Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it if you say she, like, I is a girl, and it kind of goes with Spike Swag, like, she, Spike Swag. You know, gotta keep the branding correct. But yeah, she, female. So next, I'm gonna go with my iconic James Charles Morphe collab. Clearly a Morphe babe, just trying to get everything. So on the inside of the palette's cover, it says "Unleash Your Inner Artist," but it's black on black, black matte with black gloss, and it's a little bit hard to see. But I got all the colors to mess with and works with. So now, you go girl. Yes, about it. All for it. So here for Conker's look, I'm gonna mess with some of this orange up here. And I was thinking maybe busting out one of my other palettes. I don't know, I was thinking about doing some blue because his jacket's blue. And maybe one of these lighter colors for like his cheeks. I don't know. Still, makeup's a process. Let me just say that. Makeup is a process. So sometimes you'll be like putting on a look and then all of a sudden it's just not working. It's just not working. So then from there is when you change it. So I'm going to Picasso here. How close to affiliate are you? I'm so far away. I think per my last stream stats, I have 3 of the requirements. But then my average viewer count is 1.1 out of 3, what have you. So for the orange look, we're gonna go in with this brush. It's a little bit. This ring light is making it hard to focus with the camera, but it's a little brush. It's just taking a different paintbrush and just. Yeah, I just need average viewers to increase a little bit. So we're gonna go in with the orange here. That was great. Yeah, I have quite a lot of on the applicator or the brush, mind you. And I'm just kind of sit up on my ring light and my mirror and kind of go in and just kind of start with like a hard line. I kind of want to do the blue as a line right here and across and out. So I'm just gonna kind of buff in some of this orange. Gonna look like a Cheeto for a second. Just kind of dab it in, go across. And I like when I'm up this high, I like to just kind of pat it in rather than like if you were just stroking on a paper. And just kind of like be as light as possible so that way if I need to add more, I can. But what I like, I'll start heavy like right in here and just kind of just fan it out. Let's see. Maybe that was too much. I'm going in next with the same brush, and I just did the next kind of orange reddish over, because he's kind of like red panda red. Because the orange isn't really sitting right. But I don't want to go in with the extra. Ooh, that's kind of more the color I want anyway, so. Like I said, it's a process. So I got a good, decent outline here. Gonna kind of go in with just one more layer just to get it a little bit more. There we go. Let's try this. I mean, I kind of see it better with this one. Woo! It's a lot. Sometimes I'll put a white base down, just so it makes the colors like really pop. And just kind of go in here. Now there are people who could do like the whole face in like a matter of 45 minutes, but I am not one of those people. So, got a decent part here. And now I'm gonna look like a fool, because I like to do this trick where I'll put a piece of tape and it allows me to get like that, like a really cool defined line. I just didn't grab it, so. And I apparently don't know where it is. Ooh. Looks like we're gonna have to freehand this line. It's gonna be interesting. Let's see. I'm just gonna grab another brush here. Now this one is a little bit different. It's harder. It's more of a fine brush. And I like to use this for like lines. So like similar to how the eyebrow pencil was, or eyebrow brush was. It's firmer, it's a little bit more together, but you can like, think like calligraphy, you can like draw a fine line with it. But right now, I kind of want to test out blues. I feel like this bright blue here kind of matches his sweater more, but maybe I'll do a mix of these two, because I really want that shimmer look. But what we'll do is we'll just go in here, pick up as much of the pigment as we can, and I'm just going to do a quick swatch on my wrist, but my wrist has no primer or anything. No worries, Kaiser. I appreciate you hanging out. If anything, you know, come back. I might still be on the next eye. But good luck in your meeting. Cool. Thanks. Appreciate you, Kaiser. Thanks. So, I'm going in. I have no base, no primer, and I'm just kind of fact-checking, if you will. I kind of went a weird way to swatch this, but this looks like a decent blue. Looks pretty cool. My wrist looks weird, but this looks like it'll be fun. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a clean brush, and so I don't mess up this one, just in case I don't like that shimmer happeningness, and just kind of go in with that lighter pastel-y Conker Lewk, and just kind of, I'm just gonna fan over it to see if it gives it the pop that I want. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, girl. So, it's still kind of, you really can't, I really gotta get a better camera, but you know, girls on a budget. Doing this the most from my phone. So here, it's really, it's not as shimmery, like, I'm not sitting in a banquet of glitter here, but it's definitely catching light with this ring light, but I don't know how far back I gotta swindle, but I think this is good, and I think we're gonna go with this. So, he also has like a navy blue and yellow in his shoes, so I might like right here with some yellow. So I'm not gonna go all the way over with the blue. I'm just gonna kind of like start here, and then I don't know where the tape went, but it's gonna be fun. So start with the blue. I'm just putting on a little bit more. That blue that I'm using is shade Playground and shade Hello on the on the Morphe James Charles palette. So just gonna kind of go in with the brush like this and just kind of like draw my line and maybe do a wing if I can get it. out. Also, if you're hanging out, feel free to start typing in the chat. I'd love to chat with you while you're watching and watching me fail. So, this is gonna look like a lot. Just kind of going in here with the blue. Woo! Not bad for freehand. What's up, Sakaru? Sakeru? Sorry if I murdered that, but this is wholesome to me. I hope you're having a nice day. Oh, thank you. I hope you're having a nice day as well. Kind of just winging it here, pun intended. So just kind of sitting up. How's your day? What are you up to for this Monday? Thanks. I'm not gonna go as heavy on that wing just yet. I might go back over it in a second. So going back in with Shade Hello on the James Charles palette, and just gonna kind of go over what I already did and add some shimmer. Looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go back in with the other brush that I have the orange on, and I'm just gonna kind of go back in and make the two areas meet. Woo! That was almost a tad too much. What are you into, Sakaru? Like, what do you stream? Do you stream, or are you a lurker? Just kind of... I mostly lurk, but I stream League sometimes. That's super cool. I'm doing the most for my consoles and my phone right now, but once I get a PC, which I'm hoping is going to be by Christmas, that I'm going to be jumping into the League of Legends game, but it's going to be a little late because I know it's been out for a while, and like it's been upgrading, and it's probably going to be like super souped up by the time I get to it. But I'd love, once I get to that point, I would love to like link up maybe sometime and like play some League with you. So the look is kind of coming together. Now, a reason I'm keeping all the brushes separate is because I haven't done this eye yet. So I'm trying, you know, keep it all nice and separate. And I mean, the blend doesn't look too bad. And excuse me. This is the same. So I think I'm not gonna go as crazy because I already have the blue on the top here. So I was thinking about probably doing like a darker blue here. But I'm still pretty adamant about putting that of yellow. So I'm going to go in with shade B, very original James Charles, and Woo! That's a lot more than I had anticipated. And I'm just gonna kind of... I'm not gonna go all the way over. I'm just gonna keep it here. I'm gonna try and make it blend with this top blue, and then I'm gonna leave some for it to blend on the bottom. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Ooh, just poke myself in the eye. Yes. Do you play with the makeups? I really feel like I should have based this with white. Is it too late? It's never too late. I'm just going with the same. Take some of this shade Flashback and just kind of go over it a little bit, hopefully just making it look pastier. How this one fix? Oh, congrats on your James Charles palette. It's a really great palette. I really love playing with a lot of all the different types of colors. If you add me on Instagram, it's still Spikeswag. I post a lot of my looks there, and like I would love to see what you create with your palette once it gets in. Just mess up my hair a little bit, get it right off my face. Looking a little crazy, but let's see. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pat this on and just wet my brush with a little Urban Decay all-nighter. You know what? Maybe I'll wet the brush first and just see if I can get the Mua look. Alright. Alright. So now that my brush is wet, I'm still going in with Flashback. Trying to pick up a little bit more. And I think I'm going to cheat. I think I'm going to coat my whole eye in Flashback for the next one. And see if it makes it pop a little bit more. Okay, so I feel like all I've done is muted that yellow. So let's see. I don't think I have another white though. So I just picked up this Beauty Glazed, I don't know who makes this. Real Gold, Rose Gold Edition Beauty Glazed palette. And I kind of opened it up to take a look, and I kind of really like this glow kit right here. So I'm thinking about maybe messing with that. So we're just gonna leave that open, but I'm kind of, I don't think I have another like yellow. I just pulled out my BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. Ooh, girl. So we got two shades we can mess with here. And it's Neon and Euphoria. Sorry, my phone's a little blurry. But I'm thinking that with this look, that the Neon has a little bit of a shimmer undertone to it, but not nearly as much as Glow Kit, so on the other palette. So I'm going to, we're going to try something. Oh, hello. So I'm going to swatch maybe not. Alright. So with my finger, I'm going to go in with Glow Kit and just kind of... It's not even coming up. Maybe this palette just goes right into the trash? I don't know. It's coming up on my finger, but it's not coming up on my hand. This is when you want the Jeffree Star palette. Okay, so this one's not gonna happen. Let's try these. And with a semi-clean finger, I'm gonna go in with Neon, because I really want to see how much the shimmer shows up. I mean, in comparison to the two, turn this away for a second. In comparison to the two, you can see Neon more than you can see Gold Kit, or Glow Kit, it was called. But I'm just gonna, yeah, you can already see a lot more of it here. And with my next finger, I'm going to swatch Euphoria right next to Neon. And Euphoria is a lot more like yellow, like it's gonna show up more, but Neon is giving me the glitter fantasy that I want. So I really want a different camera. So here on the bottom, you have Neon, and then Euphoria is right on top. So you can kind of see, and I know it's a little blurry, and I'm sorry, but Euphoria is way more yellow, and I get a little bit more of a glitter down here. So I think we're gonna go with Neon here. So I'm just gonna bust out brand new makeup brush, Wet n Wild small eyeshadow brush. I just bought a couple of these because they were only like $1 on Amazon, just so that I had a couple more brushes to play with some colors with that were kind of all the same shape and size, because I have a whole bunch of brushes, but they're all different shapes. And I use my Jeffree Star brushes a lot, but I kind of, I'll go back to it in a second, but I kind of, I just, when I use all the different colors, I use the Wet n Wild brushes. I'm just giving it a little bit of a spritz of my all-nighter primer, and picking up some Neon. It's coming out like a pressed pigment, but you know, could be because I wet it. Just kind of, now with the base of Flashback here, ooh girl, that's way more yellow. Ooh, that's totally giving me everything that I want though. Thanks, BH. Okay, so we're just kind of going in here. I like it. So, cool. So I got the yellow, the Neon glitter moment fantasy right here. And before I get any farther, I'm gonna hit up my waterline with some eyeliner. Don't fall. And go into my little bucket of eyeliners. And I found the tape. It's a tad late, but found it. Ooh. I think I just did something. So I'm gonna do this eye completely different than I did my right eye. So I am just looking for an eyeliner that's not gonna kill me. What tip is this? Ooh, girl, I'm gonna mess with this. Okay, so here I have my Long Lasting Drama Matte eyeliner from Maybelline New York, shade 860 Jet Black, and I'm just gonna kind of go in and just hit my waterline. Before I get too into the underline makeup. Alright, so I'm going to keep this out so that I can go back to it. And then I'm going to go under my eyeline with some more of the Playground. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do Brother, which Brother is just a shade darker right here, right next to it. Because on Conker's, I don't know if you went on my Twitter and saw the, like, what I'm basing this look on is Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day. So his jacket's like a bright blue, and then his shoes are like darker blue. So I'm just trying to incorporate all of his colors into this look. And I'm just gonna go with this, this flat tip. It's a very thin brush, and I think this is gonna help really get that line. I'm gonna go in with Brother. I really like how blue purple it is, and it's calling to me. So I'm just gonna go in here and just kind of kind of just meet the two and blend it up. I kind of like the swirl that's happening right here. And then this one. I'm just taking the back side of the brush that I use Neon from the BH palette with, and just kind of going over. I mean, I like it. I really like how the bottom looks and not so much the top. So. It is all but a process. It's a process. Just gonna kind of. So here's version 1. And think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of go under my eye with some concealer just so I know that that step's done. But I'm gonna go back over with my base, Master Prime base, and just kind of put way too much again. I'm just kind of, sorry that I'm flipping off the camera, but I'm just gonna kind of go under my cheek here. I don't think I went that far down with my eyelid primer, and I'm just gonna hit it with some concealer, look really weird for a second, and just I think I put a little too much. Just grab that beauty blender again and beat the face. I really want to play with that Jeffree Star Magic Concealer. Because I'm told that it feels like you just have a doll skin, and I can only imagine what that would just feel like. And I heard it blends really well. Like, I've only ever heard great things about any of Jeffree's products. Okay, so now I'm gonna prime the eyelid of my left eye, now that I have a little bit of a complete look here. You know, I got the concealer a little bit more blended. I haven't gone in with foundation yet because I haven't primed the rest of my face. But what did I used the primer with this. So going back in with my Hard Candy eyelid primer. I'm just using the same brush I had before. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just priming this eyelid for more stuff, but I have a jumbo white eyelid pen, or not, eyeliner, that I'm gonna try and mess with and see what I can do. Cool. So I just have a little bit left on. I'm just gonna. Cool. So that should be it with the eyelid primer. So I'm just gonna cap it and put it back. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this Maybelline? No, this is NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in shade Milk 604 here. I hate that my camera's not focused, but NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. And what I'm gonna do is it's gonna look really I'm gonna look like Bianca Del Rio for a second. I'm gonna look like a giant clown. And tell me that's all I get. Alright, well, we're gonna try. So, just kind of going back. Ooh. Hey, everybody. I have a feeling this is going to make it harder to blend. So I'm just trying to give myself a base here. And we're gonna do this eye a little differently, so it's really dried out. So I'm gonna go backwards, and I'm gonna go in with neon. I'm still gonna try and use the same colors, but I'm just gonna kind of like blend them and place them differently and knock everything over, because why not? So going in with neon on the BH Cosmetic Weekend Festival palette, and I don't have my glasses on still, so just kind of so far I'm liking it. It's got globs of crayon though, just like all over my, so. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get one of my handy dandy Q-tips and just kind of clean up right here a little bit. I mean, it's definitely brighter, that's for sure. And that's kind of what I was going for. I didn't mean to take all of it off. I just wanted a cleaner outline here. Okay, cool. So now we are gonna go in with the orange. And that is shade Rusted on the James Charles Morphe palette. So we're just gonna now I'm just going above the white, so that way when I hit the white, it's not all on the brush. Jesus Christ. Real quick, I'm gonna go in with Hello and a little bit of Brother, and just oh, it's so much harder to blend. I think because I left no room for it to blend, just because the eye pencil is just so tacky. And I went a lot thicker with this. Well, my wings are definitely cousins and not sisters. But, I mean... This look is definitely more blended. And then this one looks like a crayon. So, I'm just going to kind of go over it with some orange, see if that helps. I don't like how this came out at all. I always like my right side way more than my left. See, so like the pencil first makes it super hard to blend. I definitely gotta look a little closer. Oh, I look like a clown. Alright, so one eye, I look like a clown, and the other one, I look like Pocahontas painting all the colors of the wind. So I'm just gonna clean up. There's so many aspects about this side that I like, and then there's so many aspects about the other side that I just don't like. Just kind of touching up a blankness. Because I'm probably going to try and upload this to YouTube, I'm not playing music in the background because I can't even afford... I won't be able to afford anything if they try to hit me with some copyright on the music. I just erased a section of my eye. Maybe I can fix it though. Oh my god, I'm messing everything up. I just touched. Ugh. Bad things are happening. Alright, so we're gonna give up on the one side of the face. And I will finish just the right side of my face. How about that? Again, not trying to flip you off, just... The one time I didn't put too much. Oh, that was so the other hand. I almost messed everything up. So I'm only priming half my face because I'm about to go in with some foundation and highlight and just finish the look on this side. So just go in with my Wet n Wild Pressed Powder Photo Focus A21E Warm Light Compact. This is really awesome, and I'm also going to bring back out my Jeffree Star brushes because I really like this one brush for my face, and it's the JS1. Just putting it all on the brush, and my concealer is already right here, so I'm just going around it, hitting my nose, kind of just dabbing, and I hit a little bit of my ears for the photo. You don't want to get caught like James Charles and just have a cut on the back of your ear. I mean, it was only one time. I'm not really throwing shade. I'm no one to throw shade, because this sucks. I mean, it's not bad. I like it. I like it on this side. I don't like it on this side. So, just kind of go up here. Just hit the nose, get a good light base. Alright, then now... I come up with some contour with my contour kit. I'm probably going to use the JS3 to put on some contour. And I'm gonna reach for my contouring it all eyes, brows, and face. And just kind of go for... Oh, I still have the plastic. That's awesome. It says it's a highlight, but that's definitely a low light. So I'm just gonna go in with this shade right here. It's a little bit darker than my actual face color. Kind of hit the hairline a little bit. Hey, Gnome. Thank you for loving my posters and my hair. Yes, this is the Morphe Jeffree Star brush that my wife got me. Surprised me on launch day. I have the whole set and the beauty blenders. But what's up? How are you? How's your weekend going? I know you were you had some family coming over, I believe. Oh. Frozen definitely got it right with the whole conceal, don't feel. Just put a little bit over my rosacea. So I have some other really cool things. It was a definitely need, there's always that point where you need a little bit of recovery from the vacation or what have you, but you're badass and I believe in you. Aw, we're twins, besties, the rosacea fam. This contour is just not doing it. Lip poop. The only thing is, I don't think I have anything else to cut it with. Alright, let's try. I mean, it doesn't look like it's too light. It looks like a lot up on my hairline. But at least you have a nice even, you know, redness everywhere. Going back over with some foundation. Doesn't look too bad. Gnome, do you like Harry Potter? So, last year, my wife found this Harry Potter themed prom and did this whole promposal thing for me. And she made a whole bunch of things, like transformed our whole house Harry Potter themed, and I kept some of the decorations, but she made like, I'll have to find the video, maybe I can send it to you, but wait. She made like the platform 9 3/4, put, oh, you see the invitations? I'm not sure. There's the invitations. I got the Harry Potter poster, and then she made this like little thing. This was originally in our like hallway, and it would be like platform 9 3/4 that you would have to walk through moment. And then she would be like, what did the sign say? Like, oh, I'm seeking a date for the prom. Will you go with me? Or something like that. Like, big on the bed. She made me a little Stitch, a little, not Stitch, Snitch, Hedwig, little combo animal thing. It was really cute. I love her. She's the best. So next, I like to cheat and use one of the James Charles eyeshadows as a highlighter. just because the shade is everything. Aw, thanks. So right here is shade Face. I'm just gonna kind of go in, and also I'm just gonna dab a tiny bit of the shade Sister, because you know we're all sisters, and just kind of go in. I always try to grab a little bit of the red because of the rosacea, and I just whacked it all off. That's great. Just pick it all back up, dab, 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 and just kind of highlight for the gods over here. You missed my explanation to Kaiser what androgynous, Kaiser Gaming, what androgyny and androgynous was. Just kind of. Ooh, we love a blinding highlight. I'm so digging this. I don't know if you can see it on the camera too much. I work at Ulta as a second job when the fucking palette came out. It was so crazy. I am so sorry. That was probably a lot because he has a younger crowd as is, and I could just imagine. Ugh, I'm so sorry. I knew someone who worked at Barnes & Noble when the Harry Potter books were coming out, and they, like, fucking hated it. I'm one of those weirdos that I like a little bit of highlight above the eyebrow and below. I'm gonna try and... Ooh, I did it. Oh my god, look at me. Ooh, I went a little too heavy up here. What's too much highlight? Alright, well, I tried. I don't think, being that my contour is such a fail, I don't think. Should I do a lip? A lot of shitty people that shop at Ulta. Oh, I feel that. I totally feel that. Working in the restaurant industry for 13 years, the last 6 of which I've been a manager, and just every form of it, general manager, assistant manager, kitchen manager, I've done it all. And just, I couldn't stand people who thought they were above everybody else or like thought little of us. Yeah, in the retail bubble, I'm sure you can relate. Just no. Like, I hate when people do all that. Alright, so oh, this would have been super dope to do for the blue. Thoughts. So I'm not big on lip colors. I think I might just skip it for today because my wife loves like red. You guessed it, more red. And I like more nude tones. So I have this nude, but it's like, it's done. Like, I'm not gonna, I don't even know why I still have it, because I probably don't have enough to get a look done. And I feel like, alright, I twisted my arm into it. I'll do it with this. So, I'm going to use a Wet n Wild, just lip scrub real quick. I'll do something really different. There's nothing wrong with dark ass lipstick. Okay, so like in middle school, I was a part of that, like, I wouldn't say I was like completely goth, but I had trip pants. I can't get to judge you with the gothness, but like, I love a dark lip. I love it. I love it on other people, not for me. It's just, I'm already too much, and the black is, or dark is too much. But my wife has this really cool, I have scrub all over the place. One second. Now I can talk. Has this liquid catsuit, in shade Emerald Envy, and it is just like, it's so green and it's so dark, and I love it when she wears it, but she like, we don't have enough green in the wardrobe to justify wearing it out to the house, but it was enough for the buy, and I love it because it has a like metallic undertone to it. It is really good. I liked it. So I'm going in with liquid catsuit style cedar cedar later 945B, and I'm just gonna, oh, this might even be too brown for me. Whatever, we'll go with it. It's a Lewk. I shred when I'm doing Uber and Lyft. I'm constantly picking at my nails and shredding my lips up. Not bad. Before I drop it all over the place. I can't sit still and like, I feel that. I feel that. I just I struggle with anxiety a lot. So we're kind of like, get you up to speed, kind of doing two different looks, or at least two different styles. So I've primed and buffed and done everything on this side, and this side I kind of went with, let me not talk with this. I went with like a white eye pencil base and like just kind of like, I don't know. It was really hard to blend. Like this one looks a lot better than this one for sure. Ooh, as I get closer, see. You know what? We'll do it for the gram, just in case there's a look, or a side or a lighting that when I go to take these pictures might be better in. So it's gonna kinda. What do you do for base and stuff? Primer for like the rosacea, because I use this Master Prime. I mean, it works. It quiets it a lot. Like you, white, pink. I know I'm weird because I only did half my face, but. I mean, fair enough. Where are you at again? I don't remember if I ever saw it. Aww. Just conceal and then foundation. Plus I have a ton of freckles, so I don't usually cover them up in summer. CT, Connecticut? Yeah, yeah. That's super cool. I actually had some people in my car yesterday that were from Connecticut. I always wanted to go up there. I've driven through it, but I haven't hung out. I lost my brush. There you are. There's nothing up here, lol, just taxes. Yeah. I mean, like, down here in Florida, they just increased it to 7%. And, I mean, you don't really feel it too much, but I have no idea what, like, property taxes are or any of that because I rent. I'm missing something. Concealer. Shite. Oh no, I just dropped it all. There it is. So being that I've been doing like rideshare and stuff, I don't really have a set schedule, so I'd like to say I get a lot of sleep, but I don't, because I like to push the envelope and stay up now that I can. Alright, the last time that I touched all this, it turned my whole under eye blue. Alright, so now going back over with some foundation. I can dig this lip color. It's like a touch dark for my aesthetic, but I'm about it right now. Okay, meet the line, hit the nose. Alright, I like it. Can't say that I don't. So I think I'm done with that one. Then going back to the highlight. So I kind of like how right here I did the blue under the yellow, and over here I kind of tucked it up, but food for thought, mental snapshot for that, because I really like that. Haven't picked out the character from Conker because I don't think I'm gonna finish it Thursday. Haven't picked out the Conker character makeup thing that I'm gonna do for next week, but the wife said I should do the King Panther. Or I don't know what his actual name is actually. It's gonna be hard. It's a lot of like, it's gonna look like a giant black eye, like honestly, because it's a lot of blacks and purples and grays. But I do love purples and grays, and of course black. But you know. Beep. Beep, beep, beep. So I think that's it. I think that is the Luke. Yeah. I mean, I might be able to do some, like, cool, like, lines with it. I'm not sure. Thanks. So, definitely, end result, I know I kind of went line down my face, but I definitely like this side the most as far as the blend and everything. Definitely gonna be posting pictures because the quality right here isn't the best. And then this one, I kind of look like a clown. But there are some defining qualities here. I do like this one. I like the height of this wing, even though it does not match it. They're cousins, not sisters. Like, cousins 3 times removed. But I do like the shading. Here, I do like how I based this side with a white pencil, like an eyeliner pencil, just because I wanted like white to back it, thinking it would be a lot brighter, but it just made it pasty. The only part that it really like popped was right here, but it's not horrible. I might touch this up right here for the gram with BH Cosmetic Neon. Boop. That's better. Alrighty, so that's everything. Loving it, loving it. So now I won't Twitch stream this part of my adventure, but now to clean all the brushes, take all the pictures, and get ready. But I keep eyeing. I picked up their brushes and I like the brushes. Brushes are the shiz. I just wish I could buy or have the availability to buy more of the little ones. Like this one, I bought one set, which means I have one of everything, but I really love this one. It's the JS6, and I love it for like eyeshadow and stuff. Excuse me. However, I just don't have a lot of them, so I like if I use this one, it's only one color and it's the base color. The only one that I haven't used and it's still in its thing is the JS2, just because that's a lot of brush. So I'm kind of using it as a backup to my foundation brush right now. I keep eyeing the palettes but never buy one. I'm super obsessed about the Jeffree Star palettes. Like, obsessed. Like, all those colors are everything. I want all of the colors all of the time to do all of the looks, but my bank account does not have all of the monies. I had to keep the box because I don't know what most of them are for. I really like Morphe stuff. Morphe has really great quality stuff. I love just touching back on the box comment, I have, well, I guess I can show the side of my wall. Just gotta unhook the phone from that, and then I could flip this. So my wall is, so I like Spider-Man a lot, and I have the Morphe Jeffree Star outside sheath for the brushes and the James Charles box, but it keeps falling down. I haven't found a way to tack it up. And then part of my other stuff, my sister actually drew that or painted that, and that all the stuff around it is from when I met, well, I didn't meet, from when my wife and I went to go see Adore Delano perform, and my wife danced with her. So double-sided tape for sure. Just have to go purchase it. Oh, that's so shaky and slanted. Alrighty, well, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna end the stream here and take my photos and then get to work, because bills are due. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate chatting with you. I appreciate you showing up in my streams, Gnome, and Kaiser Gaming showed up for a little bit, as well as, I can't pronounce this guy's name, Saraku, something like that. And murder. But I know you're already following, but I will be uploading this to YouTube, even though it's super long. But makeup videos for the win on YouTube. Stay tuned, and adios.